Hello, everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nikki C, and today I wanted to read you a story that I wrote about my son Quinten in an adventure he had at the beach. So, the title of the book is The Adventures of Quinten. Quinten Visits the Beach, a story about coping with autism. Now, before we jump into the story, I wanted to give you a little bit of background information on autism and especially autism in kids. So, a kid who has autism, they basically see the world in a different way. So, they experience the world differently. For instance, my son Quinten, he struggles or has challenges with bright lights, loud noises, huge crowds. So there's a lot of sensory issues for him with his autism, as well as speech and understanding how to express himself. So he has words, he knows how to talk, but he doesn't always know the words to string together to express how he feels or to express what he wants. So I wrote this story to show you how he does handle these situations when they arise. So this was a day at the beach, and he had some challenges that he had to overcome, and this is how he handled them. So join me as we proceed. One sunny day, Quinten and his family were getting ready to go to the beach. Mama was running around the house swiftly, putting together everything they would need for their day of fun in the sun. Dad was busy packing a cooler with sandwiches and water for lunch, while Quinten sat quietly in the middle of the hustle and bustle, playing with his trains. Quinten, are you ready to go to the beach? Mama asked excitedly. Quinten jumped up happily and screamed, "Yeah!" He was always eager to go on an adventure, even if he was not sure where he was going. When Quinten and his family arrived at the beach, he was even more excited. As they approached the beautiful tan sand that led to the ocean, Quinten froze immediately and his eyes raced from left to right. "No, no, no," he shouted as he snatched his hand away from Mama's grip. "How do I get to the beach without touching the sand?" he thought. In his head, he began to say, "I can do it. I know I can do it. I just have to find a way to put my mind to it." He turned to his mama and said, "Up, please." Mama knew that Quinten needed support until he could adjust to this new environment. She picked him up and carried him through the beautiful tan sand towards the beach. As they got closer to the beautiful blue ocean, Quinten and his family found the perfect spot to set up their beach umbrella. Dad set it up while Mama continued to hold Quinten as he studied everything around him. After Dad laid the blanket out under the umbrella, Quinten sat down on the blanket and eagerly began pulling his beach toys out of the bag. He sat at the edge of the blanket playing in the sand with his pail and shovels. Mama stood up and began to head towards the beautiful blue ocean. "Quinten, would you like to come with Mama to get in the water?" she asked. Quinten stood up and shouted, "Yes!" She picked him up and carried him through the beautiful tan sand to the cool water. At first, Quinten played happily in the water, with Mama swirling him around in the beautiful blue ocean. Then came a big wave out of nowhere and crashed beside them unexpectedly. "I do not want to be in the water," he frantically thought. He began clinging tightly to his mama's neck. "No, no, no," Quinten cried out. "How do I get out of the water?" he asked himself. In his head, he began to say, "I can do it. I know I can do it. I just have to find a way to put my mind to it." Quinten turned to Mama and said, "I want Daddy." She then put Quinten on her back and carried him through the beautiful tan sand towards Dad, who was seated under the umbrella. Dad sat Quinten on the blanket under the umbrella, but he moved to the edge of the blanket to play with his beach toys in the sand. He laughed happily as he put sand in his pail and emptied it out again and again. Mama stood up and looked towards the beautiful blue ocean. "Quinten, would you like to go back to the water with Mama?" she asked. I do not want to go back to the water, he anxiously thought as he began to flap his arms up and down. No, 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 Quinten cried out. What can I do to stop Mama from taking me back to the water? He thought. In his head, he began to say, I can do it. I know I can do it. I just have to find a way to put my mind to it. Quinten turned to Mama and said, All done. Home, please. And Mama picked him up as Dad began to pack everything so that they could go home. When they were all packed up, Mama carried Quinten through the beautiful tan sand again towards the car. After 1 hour of fun in the sun, Quinten's day at the beach had come to an end. He did not enjoy walking in the sand or being in the beautiful blue ocean, but he had fun at the beach, and that was enough for him. He loved playing with his beach toys in the sand under the umbrella. He also enjoyed looking at the beautiful tan sand as Mama carried him through it. Quinten had to find out what worked for him in this new environment. Once he figured it out, he experienced the beach in a way that was fun for him. Awesome. So that was cool, guys. Thank you for listening to my story. Think about some of the challenges that Quinten had. The first challenge that he had was the sand. Think about how he overcame it. The next challenge he had was the waves in the ocean. Think about how he overcame that. And I also want you to think about some of the similarities and differences that you and Quinten have when you go to the beach. What are some of the things that are the same for you and Quinten? What are some of the things that are different and why? Think about those, jot them down, draw a picture. Please subscribe, like, and comment, of course, and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you would like a copy of this book, it is available at Amazon, and it also has a coloring and activity book that goes along with it. So you can enjoy some of the adventures that Quinten enjoyed at the beach in your coloring and activity book. Thank you.